So I'm here today with Kyle Bochniak. He's going to be fighting Zabit this Saturday at UFC 223. And rather than doing a typical interview with Kyle, and by the way, Kyle and I go way back. We've been doing interviews since he was in CES, so it's cool to finally meet Kyle in person. Yeah. But Kyle, we want to do something a little bit different today. Figured we'd play some Street Fighter. I mean, is there anything better than this? This is a lot better than Media Day, right?
Yeah, this is way better than Media Day. Just kick back, relax, play some Street Fighter, and do a nice little interview in the comfort of your hotel room.
Exactly. So we came to Kyle's hotel room. We made it very convenient for him. But we're gonna play today and just do an interview and play some Street Fighter. So who's your guy? I mean, I'm a Bison guy mainly. That's usually my guy. But today I'm gonna go a little bit easy on you. I'll go Ryu today.
You don't need to go easy. I'm going with Blanca.
Okay, and I'll go with I'll go with Guile. I'll switch things up today. Normally I'm a Ryu guy, but today we'll probably have a couple games here. But Kyle, what's going through your head right now? As we're about to get into this battle here, with Guile and Blanca. I mean, you're taking on Zabit. I mean, when they presented this matchup to you, what's going through your head? First off, did you know who he was when you took the matchup?
No, I've seen him fight a couple of times, and I thought he was exciting. And when they offered me this matchup, I was ecstatic. I couldn't wait to get in there and put on a performance for Zabit.
And have you looked at the odds in this fight? Because there's. I just saw him recently. Does that surprise you to see him as such a big favorite? I mean, you've had more fights in the UFC than he does.
Yeah, he's got a lot of followers. He's got a lot of hype behind him. A lot of his fights were very entertaining. So I liked it. I mean, I like when everybody's doubting me. They think this kid's gonna run over me and I'm gonna lay down for him. That's not the case. So it fuels the fire to turn a lot of heads and make non-believers believers.
Yeah, and seeing the odds and seeing people basically the odds-wise, they're saying you're going to lose this fight. Like what? How does that feel? Having a fight where you're such a you're the biggest underdog in this card.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. It fuels my fire. I'm hungry to get in there. Once Zabit sees that I'm not backing down, I'm coming forward and throwing bombs. He's gonna.
Well, you're off to a good start this week.
Yeah, we are.
You just won his Blanca here. Guile, he's got to get his act together here for the second round. But it's interesting because when this matchup was announced, I think people were surprised with the fact that Zabit is sort of this big time prospect, and you're coming off a win as well too. But I think to see them. It seems like they're trying to build Zabit up, and you mentioned that you don't really pay attention to the odds, but I mean, I think if the UFC sort of had it their way, they're big on this guy. Does that add more kind of going into a matchup like this, knowing that they kind of want the Russian guy to win?
Yeah, definitely. If once I beat this Zabit, the UFC is gonna make my stock go up, and I'm gonna have even tougher fights and more tougher fights. That's gonna put me up the ladder even further. So. This is definitely, I'm playing with house money. Got nothing to lose, everything to gain. That's exciting.
Well, you need to play with house money now here too, because I'm about to beat you in this round. We got 8 seconds left.
Trying to answer these questions.
The sonic boom here. I think we're going to run out of time here. And look at that. I took the round here. But no, in all seriousness, I think what's kind of cool about this matchup too is that you're obviously a Massachusetts guy. You're coming into enemy territory in a way because Zabit trains in New York. Does that add a little bit more? Because your last fight was in Boston. You had all the crowd on your side.
Yeah, I know. UFC 220, I had the whole crowd, right in Boston, my backyard. That was amazing. But yeah, here, even though I'm the American guy and I'm fighting a Russian, I still feel like I'm in enemy territory just because the Russian fan base out here. Zabit trains right down in Frankie Edgar's gym, and I know they're all going to be up here and. Definitely going to hostile territory, and everything about this fight I just love, man. Everybody's overlooking me, hostile territory, playing with house money. It's exciting.
Yeah, and another card you're on with Calvin Kattar. I mean, how nice is that to have a teammate on this card with you as well as you guys both prepare at the same time?
Yeah, that's been tremendous. Like last time, it was me, Rob, and Calvin. All on the Boston card. Now it's me, Calvin, Joe Lozon, Mike Rodriguez.
Yeah.
We got a good thing going on over there in Boston. Cross training every Saturday at Lozon's. Vibes have been awesome. It's been great. Man.
But this round, not so awesome.
This is not good. This is not going to happen tomorrow. I'll tell you that. Well, Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. But that's okay. We're gonna play another game here. I'm gonna pick a different character here. Maybe try someone else. Okay, but now you got to hit select because now it's making me play the computer.
Cool.
So you got to hit select and then start. There you go. And I think, what the heck happened? Yeah, there you go. Now you're in. Here comes a new challenger. That's how you know you're good. By the way, we're playing the arcade version for those who haven't been paying attention. It's a little bit better than the Super Nintendo version, to be honest.
Yeah, it's fun.
But, training camp went well. I mean, every guy's got to say training camp's gone well. But, was there anything in particular that you feel you sort of grew in this camp as far as your skill set?
I think the biggest thing is just, I was in a long camp last time for UFC 220, and that was a 12-week camp. Right after that, so I'm still in the zone of just training, and I just did this whole thing. Fight week, went in the cage, saw my opponent around the hotels, fought my opponent in the cage, put on a good performance. So all those nerves that you got, all that, it just feels like a big, long dream right now. I took a week off, got right back into camp, and here we are, right back at the hotel. Saw my opponent a couple of times.
What's that like running into him? I mean, he doesn't speak much English, but did he do like kind of the Ivan Drago like death stare or anything like that?
yeah, exactly. Just stare at you.
But the Russian fight, they come in packs. I mean, was that intimidating at all? Just seeing them all as like kind of like a big mob, or was he just with a few people?
He was with a couple of his teammates. We were checking the hotel together. He was right behind me, so I knew he was stalking me a little bit. So I just stopped and let him check in and just checked him out a little bit. And you see your opponent, and now it's over with. Now you just get ready for Saturday, and it's going to be exciting.
And I mean, he's a tall guy.
He's very tall.
Is that, have you sort of had to bring in anyone in this camp to kind of match his, the height that you're going to be dealing with on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I like fighting tall guys, to be honest with you. Just my style is nice for that. I can stay outside the range and explode in, or I can just stay in range, keep coming in. But yeah, I pulled out some guys, taller guys around. This kid Hussein, he's an awesome kickboxer. And he's been helping me out tremendously with his long range and kicks and unorthodox style. And going to Lozon's definitely has been helping as well, so I'm prepared.
You got to be a bit more prepared here. Not throwing many punches.
I'm just jumping around.
You got to do something here. I mean, actually, you're up in the round. We got 17 seconds left. But has that kind of hit you though, that like you can steal this kid's spotlight on Saturday? I mean, just the fact they would propel you up the rankings, and as I beat you again here, does it kind of add something there? Like what's that feeling like, knowing that you could steal his thunder?
Exactly, stealing his thunder. You said it perfect. He's riding high right now. He's got a lot of hype. And I'm gonna derail the hype train. I'm not gonna go in there and just lay down. I'm throwing everything on the line, and all his fans and everything, they're all gonna become my fans. And I'm looking forward to it, man. Everybody's, like I said, non-believers are gonna become believers, and everybody's gonna see that I'm a contender.
Well, you got another chance to be a contender here. We'll do one more here as we kind of wrap things up. But I wanted to talk to you about the main event. Max Holloway is coming and taking this fight on 6 days' notice. I seem to remember a guy by the name of Bochniak taking his UFC debut on a couple days' notice against Charles Rosa. That's right. What do you think's going through Max's head right now? What was going through your head when you had your debut and you had this opportunity to fight in Boston?
It's kind of different. He's going for the
title,
title, 2 weight classes, but. When I won, when I got my 4 days notice about making my UFC debut, it was one of the best moments of my life. I worked so hard. I finally got my opportunity, my chance, and knew that I just had to go in there, like again, playing with house money, just make it an exciting fight, win or lose. Just go in there and do the best you can and make it ugly, make it fun, make it exciting, and know that you get an opportunity. So with Max, stepping up on a couple days notice, fighting Khabib, arguably one of the best feared fighters in the UFC, and he's doing it. It's huge props to him, and either way, he's a beast, and he's showing a lot of people like that about fighters. They just fight anyone, anytime, any given day, and that's what fans like, and that's what UFC fighters are about. So, whatever happens, he's the champ, and looking forward to that one.
Well, and the thing is too, there's kind of like he's got nothing to lose. He goes back down to 45, he'll still be the champ. Is there something kind of freeing about having that kind of carefree attitude? Like, people are expecting me to lose, but I can go out there and make UFC history.
Yeah, that's exactly like,
because Conor never defended the 45 title. That's going to be the difference. If Max gets his title on Saturday, he'll be defend. He's already defended the featherweight title, and he could be the lightweight champ too.
Definitely, that actually gives you freedom. Like a lot of people can, you can either shut down from that pressure, or you can just use it as to just be free, knowing that.
How freeing is it that you just went around for me, by the way? The losing streak was, I know it's coming up here, but no, you bring up some good points there. I got to ask your pick. If someone's giving you some money and you got to put money on the fight, who you picking? Are you picking Khabib or Habib, I should say, or Max?
I don't know. That's a tough stylistic matchup. Max Holloway, he I think if he lands that right hand, he can do something. Not rock him, knock him out, whatever. But Khabib, if he gets on top, it's a wrap. So it literally can go either way.
I think I asked for a pick though, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna go with Khabib.
Okay, fair enough. That sounds good. You know, as we wrap things up here in this interview, and again, this is a crucial round here because we're one apiece. There's 16 seconds left.
All right, let's get it.
Have you scoped out any post-fight places for food? I gotta know.
That's all we've been trying to figure out. Places. We go to Manhattan, a little spot. Me and Calvin been talking about getting some donuts over there.
By the way, Kyle just won. By the way, so
there you go.
He took the round for me here, but
yeah,
but no,
get some pizza, whatever, donuts, Chinese food. Going Chinatown. I can't wait.
I can't wait. Well, I can wait. You know, for Saturday, it's going to be a great fight, man. Congrats on getting the matchup, and it's going to be a good one. Thanks for doing this, man. It's a lot of fun.
This was fun.
Yeah,
very exciting.
Just tell the people out there, you know, where they can get a hold of you on social media, sponsors, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you guys follow me on Instagram at Kyle Bochniak UFC. Same thing with Twitter and Facebook. You know, just want to give thanks to my team, my coaches, John Clark, Broadway Jiu-Jitsu, Peter Welch's gym. Lozon's cross training. Can't wait to throw down Saturday, man. Make a lot of non-believers believers, and check me out.